From 2 to 7 July 2025, continuous heavy rains caused flash floods and landslides in Vientiane province, affecting 179 households, causing damage of 422 million. KIP, about 20,000 US dollars. One person died and several people were missing. On July 21st to 23rd, Tropical Storm Wifa entered Laos as a tropical depression combined with the southwest monsoon, continuing to bring heavy rain, causing floods and landslides in many northern and central provinces of Laos, such as Luang Prabang, Sieng Khoang, Vientiane, Hua Phan, Xayaburi. On July 24th, prolonged rain caused many provinces to be flooded. Rivers were rising, damaging houses, agricultural land, and transport infrastructure. On July 25th, the Mekong River Commission announced that the water level at Vientiane Station had reached an alarming level due to prolonged rain. Traffic was disrupted. Roads were washed away, making many areas difficult to access, disrupting the transport of goods and the movement of people. Houses and agriculture were severely damaged. Many houses were severely damaged or washed away. Farmers report crop losses and major economic losses. Relief forces deployed. More than 100 soldiers were deployed in Vientiane province to help people evacuate their belongings. In Luang Prabang, 35 officials were deployed to help 10 deeply flooded villages move their belongings and clean up after the water receded. Flooded roads and emergency relief services in some low-lying areas, reminiscent of the emergencies in provinces such as Vientiane or Luang Prabang. Xayaburi Province. The committee reported that the damage here exceeded 16.7 billion Lao Kip, about 835,000 USD, Vientiane Province, Vang Vieng District. Song River overflowed, submerging residential areas and agricultural land, leading to crop failure, damage to houses and property of the people. Luang Prabang Province. There were 135 houses severely damaged and 3 houses completely destroyed. In addition, about 37 hectares of agricultural land were affected, and livestock losses, cattle lost, were recorded. Traders and markets. Sales activities at the night market in Vientiane were disrupted, clarifying the direct economic loss from reduced sales. The consequences were also prolonged in the form of long-term income loss for farmers, traders, and small businesses due to damaged infrastructure and weakened markets. Bridge collapses. Flooded roads occurred in many areas. Railway services, such as the Laos-China Railway, were completely suspended due to safety concerns. The movement of people and goods was severely disrupted, disrupting trade. Prolonged rains limited tourists from going out. This has negatively affected the service sector, especially in popular tourist areas such as Luang Prabang and Vientiane. The $835,000 in Xayaburi only represents a small portion of the damage, and the total damage nationwide could be much larger when the damage in Vientiane, Luang Prabang, and other provinces such as Khammouan, Savannakhet is added. Soldiers and authorities have reportedly been deployed to provinces such as Vientiane, Xayaburi, Jiangkuang, and Luang Prabang. They assisted in moving people, livestock, and property to safety, while in Luang Prabang, 35 officials helped with evacuation and cleanup after the floods. The government, under the direction of Deputy Prime Minister Chansamone Chanyalath, convened an emergency meeting to coordinate relief efforts and emergency response preparations, especially for provinces heavily affected by Typhoon Wifa. Provincial and district disaster command centers have been set up. The Central Disaster Management Committee has called for support from the community and domestic organizations. Finance, essential goods, and relief materials have been mobilized to share the burden with people in flooded areas. A large economic group has contributed 1.1 billion Lao Kip, and relief goods were officially received at the Prime Minister's office. Prime Minister Sonixe Sifindone pledged to ensure effective and transparent distribution of aid. In Khasi District, Vientiane Province, the Lao Red Cross Society and local authorities deployed an early warning system, provided rescue equipment and emergency funds to 6 villages to increase their capacity to handle emergencies. 47 volunteers and members of the Disaster Response Committee have been trained to be ready to respond when needed. Every scene you just witnessed is not only a reminder of how fragile we are in the face of nature, but also a warning bell. If you found this video thought-provoking, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the most shocking and raw footage nature has to offer. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.